Step 9, create a formula with structured references to calculate the number of days on the market. Apply the general number formatting. So we see that our listing date, when they first put the house on the market, is in column H. So for example, April 1st, 2012, they put the house on the market. And then the sale date is actually June 16th. So it was on the market a couple of months. So what we want to do is start every formula with the equal sign. And like I said before, I like to use parentheses. And then we want to take a sales date and subtract it from our listing date. And then I do a shift 0 for a close parentheses. Now we're going to hit enter, and it tells us that sure enough, that first house was on the market for 76 days. That's really a long time. It asks us to do general number formatting. If I'm just going to highlight a few, because if you come over here, we already defaulted to general number formatting. We're in the number panel and we're here at general. But if you didn't and you had an unusual value come back, you may need to highlight this column J and come to the home tab on your number panel and select general, so you get a number of days on the market and not dates. That is the end of step 9. Step 10, add a total row to display the average percentage of list price. So let's just start with one at a second. So percentage of list price is right here in our column G. And what we want to do is add a total row, a total average of how many days things spend on the market. You definitely don't want them over 3 months. That makes it hard. As always, there's numerous ways to do things in cells. We're looking for average percent of list price. So column G is our list price. And I'm going to scroll down to the bottom because I want the average to be at the bottom. So I'm coming all the way down to cell G83. And then I'm going to come over here to auto sum. I happen to be in the formulas tab. There's also an auto sum under home, but I'm going to come to auto sum, and then I'm going to select average because I want the average percentage of list price, and that happens to be 95.2%. Then it asks us to have the average number of days on the market. So I'm going to come over here to column J and click on cell J83 right over here in the bottom right hand corner, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come to the auto sum function. I'm going to go to average, and my average days on the market is 72.18519. It says format the average number of days on the market as a whole number. So we actually don't want all those decimals. We're going to come up here to the home tab and to the number panel, and we are going to decrease decimals this time. So we're going to come on and get rid of all those decimals till we have the whole number of 72 days is the average on the market. So that's still over 2 months. That's a long time for people to wait for a house to sell. And use an appropriate label for the total row. How about total? Sometimes when you type, you have to format the cell in the table to accept text. So I'm going to click on cell A83 to be able to put that appropriate label. And I'm going to right click and go to Format Cells. And under Format Cells, I'm going to click Text. So it understands, Excel understands that I want to write text here in this cell. And I'm going to write total. And I think we have a limited number of how many components we can put in that cell. So 1 second, please. Our cell has been indented, so we need to go to the number panel or to your format cells. And over here, we need to go over to the left and remove indents so we have enough room to wrap our text. We want the whole total to fit in that cell. And I'm going to click OK. And I'm hoping that this time it will let me write that it's a total row. And I'm going to press enter and I'm going to save. And that's the end of step 10.